Most pest control professionals didn't start with a plan to build a career. They fell into it, faced their biggest fears, and learned crucial lessons the hard way. In this candid and hilarious episode, Jenny and Candace share their wildest stories, from deadly mistakes with chemicals to near misses with electrical lines, and reveal the unspoken truths behind working in pest control. Discover why honesty, integrity, and knowing your limits are the real key to success in this industry, and why so many started out winging it, only to become lifelong experts. You'll hear about the craziest client confessions, industry faux pas that could have been disasters, and heartfelt moments that remind us why we keep doing this messy, challenging, but ultimately rewarding job.
It's time for the Pestrogen Podcast with your hosts, Jenny and Candace.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Pestrogen Podcast. My name is Jenny, and I'm here with my beautiful, lovely co-host, Candace Nordquist of the Oregon. How are you, darling?
Doing good. And if you ever say Oregon that way again, I'm going to reach through this computer and boop you in your cute little nose. Oregon.
The Oregon Trail.
The Oregon. We're prim and proper here. It's Oregon. That's Oregon.
Classy up in this bitch.
I see all the trucks all the time with Oregon. Orygun.
Yep.
Oregon. And I'm like,
Oregon. That's great. How are you, beautiful?
Doing good. It's been a long week, but a short week at the same time. Like, we haven't worked a whole lot this week because, well, we were just resting from the end of last month. Plus, I had Jude sick last week, and then Brandon is not feeling super great this week. So very little work has been getting done, but it's getting done. But
good.
We're still on track to be fine. We're no slam days.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was just sick yesterday too with some sort of, I don't know, strep, flu. I don't know. It sucked is all I know. And it sucked because it was on my 9-year-old's birthday.
Yeah, poor baby.
Yeah, the night before I knew it hit, like I was sick already, and I straight up just couldn't do it. So thankfully her grandma stepped in and took her out and took her for a real sweet day. She took her to get her nails did. Yeah, and took her to dinner and then bought her a birthday dress and all kinds of cute stuff. So, grandma for the win.
Yes, grandmas are the best for that.
Yes. So, but yeah, like, I noticed that sicknesses are going around like crazy right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
My client this morning had a little baby and he was like, oh, he's napping right now. He's sick. And then halfway through my service, I heard him crying and he went and got him. And he looked so precious, little, like, miserable little 1-year-old baby. I miss that, but I don't miss that because I know no one is sleeping in that house except for during the day when they have to work.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's like so heart-wrenching, like when you go and get them out of bed and they got like little snotty noses and them rosy red cheeks. And you're just like, oh, baby.
Yep. It's so sad. He sat him down in the high chair and he was getting him yogurt. And I just watched him put his hand up to his head like this. And I was just like, oh my God, you're so cute. And I'm going back for a follow-up next month there. And they're going to have another baby, a brand new one.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm excited.
I love newborns.
Right?
Especially when they're not mine. Because then it's like, oh, here you go.
Yes.
You can have it back now.
Live vicariously through our clients.
Yes.
And then no babies.
The baby-making machine is closed.
Exactly. I told him, I was like, my eldest is 9 now. My youngest is 9 now. So, like, those days of little babies feel so long ago.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. One of my friends, actually, she has 2 sons, and they are a 9-year split.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck, man. It's so crazy because, like, her oldest graduated and her youngest is 9 years old. And I'm like, fuck.
No, I'm good.
I'm good with the 4.
Yep. I'm glad I binged them out pretty close together and now I can just coast.
Yeah.
Good on all that.
I must confess that I do enjoy having a 4-year split in them because then like
Yes.
Kyra's out of high school, but Jude's in it.
Aw.
So it's like I kind of got to live the high school life with them twice, not together though.
Aw.
So it's kind of cool. Like
That
they
is
were only
cool.
in school once together. Well, Jude was in kindergarten, Kyra was in 4th grade, and then 1st and 5th, and then after that they were never in school together again.
That is cute. Yeah, because I'm going to have a hell of a fucking time having 2 girls in high school. Please send help when
Yeah,
that
and
happens.
they're like polar opposite.
Yep, polar opposites personality-wise, and they're 2 grades apart, so
Yeah, you're gonna have like a freshman and a junior at the same time.
it'll be awful. There's going to be lots of fighting in the house and fighting for clothes. My 10-year-old is already wearing my t-shirts, so
Fun.
yeah. So that's wild.
Yeah, I saw that picture of you guys together. She's like, isn't she taller than you now too?
She is like 2 inches shorter than me.
Okay. Maybe
She's
it's the
like,
angle of the photo or something.
Probably, yeah. But she's like, she's getting it. She's definitely going to be taller than me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think Jude's about 2 inches shorter than me now.
yeah.
And I'm like, this is not okay.
Nope, right? Nope.
You're the baby.
These babies need to stop it. Although I think Amy's going to be about my height, maybe like an inch or 2 taller. But I think she's going to be petite too, which serves her right because she calls me a shorty all the time. She's like, hey, mom's a shorty.
Haha, Amy, you got mom's short jeans.
Yeah.
You didn't get dad's tallness.
I need to record it so that when she's older and short, I can be like, oh, now what? You know.
Yeah. But the thing is even if she gets to like 4'9.5", she's gonna be like, I'm still taller than you, so what?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My mom was always like an inch or 2 taller than me,
Mm-hmm.
but then she's like almost 70 now, so she's shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm taller than her.
Yeah, my mom is 5'5", so I outgrew her, I think in like 7th or 8th grade. I got to 5'7" and just stopped.
Yep.
Which I'm okay with. It's not super tall, but it's not super short. I'm tall enough to reach the top shelf at Walmart. I'm good.
Exactly. That's I keep if I'm at a client's house and I can't reach something or whatever, and sometimes they'll be like, "You want me to get that?" Like I'm reaching for like the attic pole or whatever. I'll be like, "Sure, short people problems." And clients are always like, "That's so funny." You know.
Oh, yeah. That's it is, man. It is very short people problems. This week, we are doing confessions of, well, everything that's happened in your career. Good, bad, ugly, funny.
Yes.
And yeah, we got a pretty good amount. Of course, I think it was probably about 5 people or so call me either an ag inspector, a Fed boy. I sound like a cop. I was like, yeah, you should hear me knock on tenants' doors that I don't like. I do. I will cop knock them bitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because normally I'm just like, and then I wait. But man, I get to them and I'm like, boom, 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 boom.
Let me in, bitch.
Cop knock, bitches.
We are here. That's awesome.
Well, the funny thing is because like, a lot of times, we have black button-ups. I do have light gray ones too. But usually we wear the black ones. And then if we wear black pants, and then we have like our knives strapped to our belts, and then we wear sling bags and stuff, and we're baseball hats. People have asked us if we were cops, and I'm going, pest control. Yeah. I'm not a fucking cop. I'm sure I'd have a gun strapped to me, not just a knife, but okay.
Yeah. I got that question a few times when I was with the Red Diamond. Just, I don't know, maybe white button up? I don't know. But yeah, it's like, I'm definitely not a cop.
Right?
What?
It's always in like the ghetto areas where that question gets asked. You're like, okay.
It's the popo.
Right. Well, no, we had one, like me and Brandon were walking around this area and we're looking for a specific unit. And this lady walks by. She's like, well, if you're looking for that white male, he went that way. And we were like, what? You're not the cops? No. What about a big ass rat on my head says cop?
That's hilarious.
Like, oh my God. You people are absolutely crazy.
That's so funny. I'm dead.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll just go with it. Sure.
Sure.
Oh, God. Okay, so let's start reading some of these.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. The very first one is, well, it never worked out in the end, but regrets doing tent fumigation on the Palm Beach Hotel in 1999 before the year 2000 when the world thought the worst. I lost a man working on a crane when he put his arm on a power line while doing down seams. The job was also plagued by high winds and rains and was completed, but I completely lost the will to do tent fumigations, and we started subbing a lot of them out after this terrible loss. Never winged it, but just wanted it done. That's horrible.
That is horrible.
Yeah, that
Holy.
was the very first one that was given to me after the post.
Yeah.
And it started with a death. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I hope they don't all go this way. But that's horrible. I know. I was like, damn, man. I'm sorry.
Right? Like,
I know. It's like, what do you even say to that? Like, oops.
man
The bad thing
down.
is I think the day that was written, Brandon had posted a picture of a guy trimming a tree, I think somewhere near us. He was up in like the bucket crane
Yeah.
lift with like the freaking electrical line right across his chest. And it's like, hello? Like, do you not realize that's a power line and not like cable, telecom, anything like that? That's a whole ass power line that's maybe 6 inches off your fucking nipples. You might want to back up.
I'm good on that. Like,
Yeah, no. I don't play with electricity.
yeah, no. I serviced a house a long time ago that had an active line down in the backyard. And if the client hadn't been home and told me about it, I would have walked back there having no idea.
Oh,
And it was back in the days of Donnie and Marie when, like, if they don't answer the door, you still have to do the service no matter what. Like, So, yeah, that would have sucked.
was it wet outside?
I don't think so.
Okay, that helps a little, but
It
it still
does help.
sucks. But yeah,
Yeah.
could you imagine like walking into like a puddly backyard with a power line just bzz, bzz, bzz.
That would not be fun. I'm so terrified of dogs. I'm terrified of getting kidnapped and all these things. Electrical wires are usually like pretty low on my fear list,
Right?
but definitely not obsolete.
Yeah. They're still there. It's just not thought about very often.
Yeah, because it's way up there. It should be way up there.
They're supposed to be way up there where I am not at.
Exactly.
God. I had a dude yell at me because I wouldn't web his electrical lines that came to his house. Because, it had some spider webbing through
Yeah.
it. And he's like, well, why haven't you taken that down? I said, because I'm not touching your electrical lines.
Yeah.
Like, I am holding a whole ass metal pole. No. He's like, well, the end of it's not or metal. I'm like, no.
Like, no, that's not part of my job description.
Yeah, then he,
sir.
well, just call your boss. I gave him my phone number. He never called.
Yep. There you go.
Imagine
Yep.
that.
Right. Another one we had was, don't wear boot covers in an attic. You end up slipping and sliding on cellulose insulation that is covering joists. If you're lucky, you will catch yourself before you crash down crotch first on the joists as you break through the ceiling and dump a ton of insulation and drywall on the bed and floor of the master bedroom. Clown emoji.
That was actually a really fun comment section because another guy was talking about it and posted like a video of one of his techs that went through the ceiling. It was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 sections that was open that they had to obviously pay to fix. And I was like, God damn. But no, I would never even think about not wearing shoe coverings in an attic. I don't wear them a whole lot anyways. I've never really had people ask me to wear them besides like at one Airbnb because they put in white carpet.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I am so terrified of dragging mud into somebody's house that I usually will have boot covers. But when I was with the Red Diamond, I did wear boot covers up in an attic once. And my reasoning why I never wore them again was that they come out and they hold insulation more like on top of your foot. So then when you climb down the stairs, then you make a fucking mess.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that was embarrassing. Like, the whole point of wearing the boot covers was to not make a fucking mess in this person's house. And then I fucking made a mess. But
yeah. I
yeah.
hate the insulation coming down with you, even if it's like stuck to the bottom of your boot and you
Yep.
start going down the ladder and it's just like falling off. It's like,
Yep.
fuck.
Yep. I almost wish I had like a little hand vac that was just like easy and compact that I could be like, here, don't worry, I'll clean this up for you real quick. But yeah. Yeah. I got one for Christmas for my truck and the bitch won't stay charged. I want
That
to get,
sucks.
yeah, it must have been a cheap one, but
I got
handy.
Kyra like a little Black & Decker one, I think, for her bed because she
Oh.
like freaks out if there's like pieces of dirt and stuff on there. It just irritates her skin, which it does to me too.
Yeah.
But the animals love to sleep up on her bed, so the dirt gets up on her bed. And so she'll just, like, if she lays down and feels a bunch of it, she'll just grab the hand back and beep, 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 over her bed real
Yes.
quick, and it's gone.
Handy dandy.
It's a handy dandy little thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the one mistake is thinking this was just a job to get me by until a better one came along. That was 5 years ago, but I'm happy with that mistake. And I replied to her that seems to be like a running theme with most
Yeah.
pest control.
Yeah.
Is it's just a job until something better comes.
Yep. And then we're like, holy shit, this is awesome.
This is cool.
It's so funny. That's like Drew from Coast to Coast. He hates when people are like, not hates, but he mentioned that it's usually like, I just fell into it, you know? But like, that is how most of us did.
It really is. Like, you can ask kids, what do they want to be when they grow up? And you'll have construction workers and doctors and pilots and astronauts and yada, 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 yada. I mean, you'll even have like electricians and stuff like that. Nobody ever says, the exterminator, the pest control, anything.
Yeah.
Because you don't
No.
think about it.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I so badly want my girls to grow up and do what I do. And like, I'm never going to force them to, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'll be like, Belle, you're going to grow up to be like with your mom and do pest control, right? And she looks at me like, I don't know. Shut up.
You're gonna do it. Yeah, Jude's hit that I don't know stage. He's like, I don't know if I want to do this. That's fine.
That is, yeah.
I'm like, because, he really got into welding through school, but he said
Yeah.
he doesn't want to do it as a career, which, okay, that's fine. He's always kind of wanted to be like a contractor or in construction. That's been like the longest running one. Minus his, when he was, 5, 6 years old, when he wanted to open a restaurant that only sold cookies.
Yep.
I'm like, so a bakery? No, it's a restaurant, Mom.
That's so cute. Yep.
Okay, buddy.
Whatever you say, cutie.
Yeah, that was like the longest running thing. It was so funny.
That's adorable. Then someone else said, I've accidentally underestimated how much chemical I had left in my tank and had to spray the exterior of the last house or two on my route with basically water. Let them know if you're still seeing any issues, just give us a call for a free reservice. Got a $20 tip from one of them and didn't have the heart to reject it. Cry emoji. So, yeah.
I mean,
Not gonna go there on that one, but thank you for sharing.
and that's why these stayed anonymous.
Exactly. But thank you for sharing. And like, I mean, we've all had my least favorite is the summer when I don't have enough water. I hate that. I ran into that a lot my first year with Trio because the rig I had used jugs of water. I really loved my tank with the red diamond just because I can fill up a 100-gallon tank and I'm good to go for the week.
Yeah.
I feel so awkward asking customers to use their hoses and stuff. I know I shouldn't, but I am. And it's awkward.
You want to know something?
Huh.
I don't carry water. I literally use the water at everybody's house. And I don't ask. I just go and use it. Nobody has ever said a goddamn thing to me.
I don't
Nobody.
know why I'm so weird about it. Maybe it's
I just go use it. Like, I have a little, I think it's like a 3-foot Flexzilla hose that I carry with me too, because not everybody has a hose.
Oh, fair.
Or they're like spigots like super low to the ground. And I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
So then I can use that. I've never had anybody complain. Now, albeit I only have a 2.5-gallon backpack. So even if I fill it up 2.5 gallons and I only spray a gallon, I've still never even had anybody complain. But I
Right.
usually, especially if it's one that I know how much I typically use, I will go about half a gallon higher. So if I typically use a gallon, I'll go to about a gallon and a half, just to give me that leeway so I'm not sputtering at the end.
Yes.
I have never had anybody complain.
Yeah.
Ever, ever, ever. And
Yeah.
that's what Brandon does too. And he's done it for years. I mean, like, hell, next month he's at 10 years. He used to have, like, it wasn't even a 100-gallon tank. It was like probably a 10-gallon, like, jug thing,
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he would use. But he got so frustrated with using that he
Yeah.
just started using
Yeah.
people's water at their house. Because, like I said, if you take what you're going to use,
Yeah.
and if they say anything, like, I'm not taking it, I'm literally putting it on your house.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, they can't,
Yeah.
they can argue with you,
Yeah.
but it's like, if somebody bitches that, oh, my water bill's going to go up by what, pennies? It's a
Right.
gallon of fucking water.
Yeah. I did try to use the spigot at a client's house last summer, and I had already spoken with him, but he left, and I was like, oh shit, I need some water. So I tried to turn it on, and it smelled like sewage,
Ooh.
and it was coming out like green.
Ooh.
So that, yeah, I did not use that said water. But
Yeah.
I would never, though, in hindsight, say that I applied a product and didn't, like water, because that's like the department. Them calling us ag agents, okay?
Right?
All right. And then saying shit like that.
I mean, at least it was an under treatment instead of an over treatment.
Hey, Department of Agriculture sees it the other way around, bro.
Yeah.
They would
That's
rather
very
you
true.
overplay.
Right?
I
It's
don't
like,
get
dude,
that, but do not get that, but whatever.
who knows? They're friggin' crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read the next two because they're both very short.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is, I've never had a job I regretted taking because I've learned from every one of them.
Fair.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Fair.
And then the next one is, my first guano cleanup, never again, sub it to an insulation company now. That's completely fair because, I haven't had to deal with a lot of bats. Usually it's like one or two, whatever. But we went and inspected this, it's like a garage/shop thing at a Airbnb on a lake here. You could already see where the bats were getting in at. And the lady had told us there's probably hundreds of them there. And we're thinking, this is going to be cool. But you go and you pull the stairs down to get up into the upper area because it's like a sealed off quote unquote attic of it. And you pulled the stairs and all this guano came down. We had to stand behind it to pull it towards us so it would go off the other way because you could hear it. We're like, oh, no. And there was piles and piles and piles of it up there. We knew it was coming, so we didn't have respirators on, but we at least had the N95s. But yeah, it's after a while we were like, okay, we're out of here. Not a fucking bat inside, of course.
Yeah.
But lots of evidence. But no, I was like, yeah, no. Because I don't know, how she sounded, she literally wanted us to relocate every one of those bats. And I'm like, I'm not taking them one by one.
Right.
You know how long that would take to get them relocated away? Because it's not like we can just be like, oh, get out of here. Just, here you go. And they're just going to stay out because that whole garage/shop thing just needed to come down. There's way too many holes in it. Way too many. I think we stopped counting at about 30. And they were all holes that you could see that they had gone through. Had the rubs, had the chews. It's I'm like, yeah, we're done.
Yep. Done with that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys didn't get sick from all the guanos.
Yes.
Not good. Long story short, 20 years ago or so, I put herbicide in my rig to spray my lawn, LOL. I didn't rinse it good, and it cost the owner a lot of money. We laugh about it now. Live and learn.
See, this is exactly why I don't want to do lawn and ornamental. I don't want to fuck with herbicides.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that freak me out.
Yeah. When I did greenhouse pests, they also had me do the herbicide program. And I hated using herbicides in a confined space, especially because I'm Tyvek suit, respirator, and I don't know. Herbicides suck. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I love plants. I don't like killing plants.
Right. Now, since he said he didn't rinse it good enough and it ended up costing the owner a lot of money, did not rinsing it like break the seals or something of the rig?
I'm guessing they sprayed a client's house and killed all their vegetation around the house, is what my guess was.
Okay. Yeah, that was going to be my next thing. Or
Like
they didn't rinse
3
it enough,
foot
but
out.
was still, yeah. So you're spraying somebody's house 3 foot up, 3 foot out, and just killed everything.
Oh my God.
Well, you have no bugs or
Right?
bushes or your prize-winning roses.
It killed everything. Your prize-winning roses.
Hey, I have 2 clients with prize-winning roses, and things are fucking beautiful.
Ooh.
It's a mother-daughter combo, but they have their own houses. Them things are fucking beautiful. They are like massive when they're full bloom. They're huge and they smell so good.
I expect pictures this year.
I will try to remember to get some. Okay, okay. Oh, so this is a very long one. This is my biggest confession and something I truly hate admitting now. When I was new, I BS'd a lot of clients. I pulled anything out of my ass if it sounded good. Whatever got me through the day and let me slam 18 stops. I now regret those terribly, the number of people I misled, the number of services I didn't do well enough or pay attention to, which is why now I make a point of knowing as much as I can, of being able to give the proper answers to questions, and having people I can reach out to in case I don't know the answer. I always spend the extra time with my clients, getting to know them and their specific needs and expectations. Today was the hardest I've ever cried with a client, as much as it was a bad experience, I cherish, and I know Mr. McCluskey did as well. I have clients that give me cupcakes, that give me cases of water, and a full 3-course meal. I have relationships, not work faces, but no matter how much I have corrected my previous shortcomings, I am driven by them also to never be that tech again.
That was
Yeah.
that was gonna be my confession, is that Donnie and Marie companies will really do that to you. No matter what your morals or values are, their whole structure is built on making you a scumbag.
Yeah. Just say whatever you need to get the job
Yeah.
done.
Sales, 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 sales. I pay you shit dollar per hour and you get this power score bonus. And if you don't get enough sales in that power score bonus, you don't make your money for your family. So then you're pressured to be a scumbag.
Yep.
And so that was going to be my confession, was that, yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad that it has to work that way.
Yeah.
That, like, yeah.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
It does.
And I know exactly who that came from. I forgot most of the people's names. I know exactly who that came from. And if you think close enough, you'll know who it is too.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty good friends with him.
Yes. Yep. But I share that same confession and sadness. But like I don't feel like I worked alongside people who literally I worked alongside someone who literally took a dead mouse from service, put it in her freezer so she could start planting it on jobs to say that they had mouse issues to sell rodent stations. Okay, I was not that crooked, okay? But
Yeah.
I would pressure people to buy things so that I could provide for my family, because those types of companies, that's how they work, like
Yeah.
it's upsell, whether they need it or not, get everybody on the rodent program. It's like, they don't have any rodent issues. I don't care. Get them on the rodent program, which is why a big reason why our industry gets a huge bad rap, because there's a lot of homes with rodenticide around it that don't need it.
Yeah.
So,
I have started rodent programs at places, and they have brought the concern of they don't really like the idea of rodenticide. And so we always tell them that, because we always use the Evo Express like most people do, that let us start with the rodenticide. Let's get everything under control. And when we can go for a couple of services, because usually they're on every other month, so it'll be 4 months at that point, that we have no captures, no feeding, we'll take the rodenticide, and it'll be 3 snap traps inside of each box.
yeah.
Because our Jaws traps fit,
Yeah.
three in each. And So we'll leave it like that. And then if, we come back the next month and every station has 3 kills or something in it, we can put the rodenticide back and just start over. And every one of them have agreed. All of them are off rodenticide and they're happy. And we've never had to put it back.
It's the honesty.
Yeah, just be honest with people. And I know when you're a new tech and all that stuff, you don't know, because like this one, you're just trying to hurry up and slam through 18 jobs to make the company happy.
Exactly. Yep.
But yeah, if you can keep yourself from doing that and just pulling shit out your ass, educate yourself so you can educate your client.
Exactly. Yes. 100. Someone said never spray down a manhole. That's all I'm saying.
Never elaborated on it either. People were like, what do you mean? Never elaborated. So don't spray down a manhole?
Yeah. Yep.
Good advice.
Yep. I was going to say, like, hey, this is a confession. So,
obviously somebody has sprayed down a manhole?
They learned their lesson.
Did you want to read the next one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And staying with a big box company, knowing now that the pay won't change and I'm stuck in my hourly rate, no room for forward movement. I get that. And I felt like that was definitely more so Donnie and Marie. Whereas, like, the big box I came from, there was, like, room for advancement. There was tons of money and stuff, but, like, at what cost,
Your soul.
Pretty much. Your soul and just,
your family.
Yeah. And your integrity. For
20 hours of your 24 hours every day.
Yeah. I still come behind clients of that same company, and they're like, oh my God, I have a mouse issue, and they quoted me $30,000 to fix my issue. And it's like, I get up there and I'm like, you don't need all that. Like, if you're really concerned, maybe hire an inspector and get, like, an air quality test or something before you ever, like, if the installation doesn't even look that bad, like, come on, big box, do better. Quit trying to squeeze money out of these people.
It always seems to be the elderly ones that have like a good pension, or one of their spouse passed away, so they have like a huge life insurance policy or something, whatever.
Yeah.
The ones that have money, they're always like, oh yeah, like, typically this would be $1,000 job, but you have money, so now it's $100,000 job. And you're going,
yes.
What the fuck?
Yes, exactly. I'm not big on the job site, like, bashing the previous company or whatever that quoted the $30,000 or whatever. But I'll say, like, I feel like that's more of a convenience price, like, as in the fact that they'll kill the mice and do the whatever. But, like, I was like, honestly, if I were you, I would hire somebody to, like, maybe an inspector to, like, or whatever, to check the air quality, then like, because me looking with my eyeballs, I don't see enough, like, infestation in this to, like, change out all your fucking insulation. You know? Like,
your insulation didn't go from, like, 14 inches thick to 3 inches thick because it's soaked in rodent pee.
Yeah.
It might be okay.
I saw maybe 3 droppings, like,
God.
like, it's just like, y'all being crummy. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Come on now.
That's not okay.
Just kill their rodents. Go from there. Earn their trust. Like, I gotta be slime balling it.
Yeah. All right. So the next one is, I don't know if this is my biggest regret, but I think something that really bothers me now that I'm 8 years in, the amount of absolute bullshit I've sold customers in the past. I'm sure many can relate if you have ever worked for one of the big companies. Sell, sell, sell. Even if it's a little old lady just scraping by on what's left of her retirement money. Well, hell, we just talked about this.
Exactly. God dang
Perfect
it.
timing.
God dang it. Like, okay, to be honest, the whole time I've been at Trio, I've, like, never heard the word, like, maybe, okay, back it up. Since starting in a new market, okay, sales is a word, but it's not like, go out there and if you don't get an upsell, like, that phrase has never been spoken, ever. It's just because they know I want to solve people's problems, and if the opportunity presents itself, that I will. Like, huh, I bet you get lots of mosquito activity out here. whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
I hate the companies that do that.
So you sell, but you sell with integrity.
Exactly.
You're not going to sell them a rodent job when there's no fucking need. You're not going to sell them a mosquito service when there's no need.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not going to sell them the termite service when there's no need.
Yes, exactly.
Lord.
Okay, this one has several parts to it, I believe.
Yes.
One, if you befriend your coworkers, be careful, or it could F your whole life up. 2, don't be afraid to ask questions, think outside the box, and or double check with someone with more experience than you before you do something. I learned that how do you say that?
Semexa.
Yeah, I hate that word. Semexa works well on bed bugs and extremely well on adult cockroaches. Not so much the instars through trial error and working with resistant and bait averse roaches and resistant bed bugs when I service apartments. From the double checking with a trusted peer and through my own research, all I had to go off of was it should work.
It should work.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I do like Semexa.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it has its uses and it has its not so great uses because, well, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But no, like the adult bed bugs, just they perfect.
Chef's kiss.
Mwah.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, I left contract blocks in an unsealed container near a bait station at a customer's house. His dog got into the bait and ate it. They are now happy and healthy. My company paid the vet bill and worked something out with the customer. Next time I went back, I had treats and toys for the dogs, and we still have them as a customer. That's good.
But not nice, but
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, luckily, like, obviously the dog is okay. Like, it didn't eat too much. So hopefully it was a bigger dog, and it just, you caught it before it ate too much of it. So, got a little sick, paid the vet bill, you're good to go. And yes, that I would have done the same thing. I would have brought all the treats and all the toys.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Poor baby.
Right?
Yeah. That is definitely a regretful moment there.
Yes.
I was spraying some weeds under some pine tree once, didn't read the label, and ended up curling pine trees like dandelions after they've been sprayed. Company spent a lot of resources taking care of that one.
See, once again, this is why I won't deal with herbicides.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Absolutely not. I know I've had people ask me, they're like, oh, are you going to spray my lawn for the weeds? No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. You can call a landscaping company for that one.
We have like 30,000 of them here. Pick one.
Yeah, you can take on that liability, buddy.
Yeah. No. Said, nope, mine stays at your house. Okay, there have certainly been jobs I've completely screwed up. Most prominent in my mind was when my boss sent me to a hotel that was my regular bug and rat customer, but told me to put Avitrol all over the roof for a bird problem. Starlings, I think. I was pretty new and had exactly zero experience with Avitrol. Nobody told me to mix it down with untreated corn. I went up there with a couple of 5-gallon pails, which is the amount he told me to put out. Straight Avitrol. I put it in little piles all over the roofs. The birds were circling even while I was up there. As soon as I went down the scuttle, they were landing. Later that day, there was a news report about unexplained deaths of hundreds of birds in that city just falling out of the sky like rain. Oops. I think, okay, I have seen reports of birds just falling out of the sky dead. I'm not saying that this one, but it makes me wonder though now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I've never dealt with Avitrol. I think
Me.
Brandon has, but yeah, I remember the whole mixing corn thing with it.
Yeah. No company I have ever worked for does any kind of bird anything. So
yeah,
other than Big Box doing like the steaks.
Oh.
It's like whatever. That's not real. But
I mean, like you can get good ones, and for like small areas. Like we have it at one of our Head Starts because they were like nesting right above like an exterior like fire alarm.
Yeah.
Like, they kept putting their nest right above that damn thing.
Uh,
So we kept taking it down. They kept putting it back. And then so Brandon put some of those stakes up, and they were really nice ones.
yeah.
And I think they were just plastic, but,
Yeah.
they weren't like the crisscross metal ones because,
Yeah.
metal fucking rusts here real quick.
Yeah.
And it's not in direct sunlight either, so the plastic isn't going to get brittle and break. And they're still up there after like 4 years now and never been a bird
Nice.
nest again.
Very nice.
And I'm like, yes.
I would have to say one of my regrets is I can't remember the product now. You might know the rat and the liquid. It's a rat liquid that you can put with water and
Liquitox?
yeah, thank you. That is my one regret, I think, was that I was with another technician. I had already been in the industry a few years, but I was new to this company. I was with another technician I had clearly read the label out loud to him on our way to this job because it was a new product to us both. And I didn't speak up enough when he didn't mix it properly. He was using straight Liquitox. He was just opening the packet and just using it. So that's a regret, and it taught me something in this industry is that when you know something and you're with somebody at you need to speak up.
Yeah.
And I did end up speaking up to I was vocal, dude, you're doing it wrong. I read the label and he's just ignoring me. But yeah, nah.
Brandon had a Liquitox incident with his last company before this one. They were having rodents at a grocery store. Not because, the doors were left open or the door sweeps needed fixed or anything like that. But the owner wanted him to paint Liquitox. Paint it on. I think it was the side of the freezer or something like that. And Brandon's like,
no, that's not how this works.
Right? Even got a hold of old QA lady. I think there was somebody else too that he got a hold of, and he was like, "Tell me I'm not freaking, or I'm thinking of this right." And so explain the situation, and they were like, "Absolutely the fuck not! Do not do that." Yeah. And he was like, "Cool." So he went back to the owner and was like, "I'm not gonna do this." And he's like, "Well, you're gonna do it, or you're gonna be fired." And he was like, "Fire me then, bitch."
Yeah.
Didn't fire him, but he didn't do it either.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, he sent one of his other cronies that had no idea about anything to go do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That's not a product. No, none of the products we utilize is one to play with, but in my eyes, that one's pretty. I don't like handling it if I don't need to.
Yeah, I've never handled it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole it's made to kill a mammal.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of freaked me out.
I'm not a fan.
Just it's like when the people are like, "Oh, what are you spraying?" And "Oh, it's deltamethrin." Well, is that toxic to humans? I mean, well, fuck, everything is toxic to humans.
I was about to say
water is toxic to humans.
They're spraying chemicals in our sky right now, bro.
But I'm like, no, you'll be okay. Well, how do I know? Because I would be dead.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, some of this hits me somewhere, okay?
Yeah.
I would be dead or severely sick or jaundice at least. I mean, come on.
Right. Wow. Anyone in sales making people believe they need services they don't. I can't stand going to clients and hearing some things they needed when they didn't, if the technician just did this job properly.
That seems to be a reoccurring theme in this episode.
Yeah. I feel like that's the plague of our industry, and it's sad that it has to be that.
Yeah.
I guess every industry has their thing.
We've all got something.
Yeah.
Okay, next one was critter only guy here, but early on in my career, I unknowingly trapped a mama raccoon in the chimney of a house. It got through the fireplace and destroyed the customers' living and dining rooms. Insurance had to get involved, and I ended up spending 3 times more than the job would have paid. Lesson learned. Damn.
Oh.
Now, I wonder if the mama raccoon got caught in there without her babies, and that's why she freaked out.
Yeah.
She couldn't get back to her babies.
Yeah. She's just like, I'm fucking this place up.
Right. Could you imagine hearing that? You're in your room and then all of a sudden it's just, ooh, damn, that sucks.
That'd be wild, bro.
I bet he inspects everything really, really good now.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no little eyeball staring at you somewhere. Woohoo.
Wow. Left a nearly empty contract blocks bucket under a porch with the lid next to it for a whole quarter. Luckily, the porch door underneath was locked, so no one got near it, but I ended up with a contract blocks soup I had to deal with. That's the worst I've done as an owner. Working for another company, I once left a half bottle of Thermidor behind, and once I figured out where, I asked the customer, but he clearly took it and intended to use it by his smirk. I begged that guy to at least read the label. Yeah,
Both of those are just oof.
that is oof.
Like, what the hell are you gonna do with a contract soup?
Yeah,
Like, what do you do with that? You can't just,
Yep.
like, dump it down the drain.
right.
I guess you really have to find one of those, like, we'll take, like, your pesticide
Yeah,
off your hand situations for that, because I don't know what the fuck else you could do with that.
that or yeah, just like put the lid on it and throw it away. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but see, that might be, like, negligent disposal of it,
Right,
though.
because it's liquid now.
Well, yeah, and it's still a is-side, no matter what. Huh. And then, the half bottle of Thermidor. I wonder how big the bottle was. Like, was it a quart? Was it a gallon bottle?
Right.
That makes a lot of difference.
It
but
does.
either way, it still sucks. And hopefully that guy that kept it
Yeah.
read the fucking label.
Right. I am a very forgetful human, and especially when it comes to flashlights, that is like my thing that the only time I was able to hold on to a flashlight long enough was when I was with the Red Diamond. I got a lighter leash type thing to my flashlight so that when I drew it and used it, and then it would retract back and I'd slip it back into it. That was awesome. I need to do that again. But anyway, I am scared of the day that I leave something behind that is like not good to do that.
I know I've never left a concentrate anywhere because they never leave my car, like, ever. I think I have left like maybe a half can of like Defense NXT at a client's house because like I remember bringing it in there because he was having ants and I was spot treat here, spot treat there. And then I went to my next one, and I think I needed it. And I'm going, where the fuck is it? God
Right.
damn it!
Right.
So I think I've done that, and maybe like a few gram placement left of like a Advion ant gel. Other than that, no. Like concentrates don't leave my car.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah.
No. Oh God. Okay. I'll read the last two since.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them, which I get it, but it's hard, is I killed a dog attacking me. Like, I get it. I completely get it.
too,
I
'cause-
have that
yeah.
fear
Yeah.
of obviously just being attacked by a dog, but having to go that step of actually killing it, I think would just break me.
Yeah.
But I completely get it. And it would just be hard to live with.
It would.
And then our very last one is my biggest regret was not having the guts to go out on my own when I could have. I was more worried about making sure I had a secure income, insurance, and my family was provided for. I've worked for some great people and still do to this day, which is what has softened that regret. I've done everything but be my own man, opting to be someone else's man, and now it feels too late. I get it. Like, going out on your own's not for everybody. It's or maybe and making sure you have a secure income and insurance and a place to live for your family that's awesome. Like, not everybody wants to take that risk, especially when you are the sole provider or the breadwinner of your income. Like, you don't want to run that risk of, am I going to make enough? Is this going to be enough? How, if, my spouse, my children, whatever, need to go to the hospital, am I going to have the insurance for it?
Right.
It's commendable. Like,
Yeah.
no ill will, ill feelings, nothing. It's not like, ew, you didn't go out on your own. Not everybody's meant to be their own boss to begin with, and that's fine.
Yes.
And then having good people that you work for, like you said, just softens the blow. It's awesome.
Yep. Yep. That's why I was at Big Box as long as I was, is that the benefits. I mean, today's economy is just not great in general. Like, and supporting a family is hard. So, like, yeah, I definitely get it.
Yes, it is. It's difficult. And then, yeah, like, no, I know exactly who that came from. You're good. Don't have any regrets about it.
Yeah, you did the best for your family, and that's commendable.
Yes. And now you get to teach a bunch of other people to do awesome. So
Exactly.
that's awesome.
Exactly.
All right. So you've said your biggest regrets.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I
I
don't.
piggybacked others.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have a bad one. Like, I mean, it's kind of different for me because I didn't work with any other companies
Yeah.
or anything like that. So it's always been like, I, haven't had to sell shit that I didn't need to sell or anything like that. So it's like, I understand where a lot of these people are coming from just from hearing the story so much. But personally, obviously, I don't fit into that. So I feel like I'm kind of the outsider here.
Hey,
I mean,
that's good though.
I've lost a few clients. A lot of them were from property managers because, like, the owner of the house is just moving away from the property manager, or they didn't like that it was taking, and I quote, 7 years, even though I haven't been open for 7 years, to get rid of ants when, well, she just wouldn't clean. Not my fault, but I don't care. I don't have to deal with it no more, and it just, I don't have a regret for it.
Right. There you go.
Yeah,
Good.
it doesn't bother me. I'm sure I have other regrets in my life, but as pest control related, no.
Yeah. And as humans, we're going to regret things in our paths, but at the same time, those regrets, like, are part of your story.
Yeah.
And, yep.
Funny thing that I just remembered. As of today, me and Brandon have been together, not married, but just together for 24 years. Let that sink in.
You guys are adorable.
Freaking old, man.
You're not freaking
old.
Hey, speaking of,
Oh,
where are you drinking from?
I am drinking from my beautifully awesome Tony Spengler ceramic cup. And I totally forgot to grab one of my tumblers, but
my tumbler's in my truck, where it always is.
Mine is way over there, where I can't reach, and I don't have a child walking by me to grab it for me. That's what I did last time. I'm like, Kyra, grab that. Yeah, this is from SpenglerArt.com. This was created by our beautiful Jenny. And then if you can't figure out what you want on your tumbler or your cup or whatever, they can help you out with that. They have pre-made ones. They can help you out with stuff. If you like glittery and glitz and glam, Leanne's got you covered. Go listen to the episode with them. She'll tell you all about all the glitter everywhere.
Yes.
She's even made it glitter through her damn garbage.
Yes.
When it got dumped. But go find you something at SpenglerArt.com. You won't regret it. They're awesome. And he stands behind them. We love him. He's a good guy.
Yes.
And Leanne is a great woman. We love her. I love her accent.
I know. We love our Spenglers.
The Spenglers are the best.
Yes. But, yeah.
So next week, yeah, we thought we had something, but it had to get postponed, which is fine. It'll be worth it. I swear to God, it'll be worth it.
Yes.
So we're still thinking of an idea for next week. It'll be a surprise for everybody.
Exactly. Maybe we should post asking people what they want to hear. Have we done that before? I don't know.
I don't think so. I can do that though.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll give us a good idea or something.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Anything else you got to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, on behalf of the Pestrogen Podcast, I am Candace. Alongside with me, as always, is my beautiful Jenny.
Mwah.
Remember to go out and kick some ass.
Kick some ass.
Bye.
Bye.